Snickers is the best-selling candy bar in the world, but it's also a really great example that helps illustrate the jobs to be done framework. Now, what is jobs to be done? It's a simple framework to help you understand why people buy your product. In other words, what job are they hiring your product to do? You could also think of it as what's the use case for your product. There is a famous Harvard professor, his name's Theodore Levitt, and he had a famous quote and he said, people don't want to buy a 1/4-inch drill, they want a 1/4-inch hole. And while I agree with that to a certain extent, right? Like there are people out there today that would say, hey, you can't just go out there and talk about 1/4-inch holes. You can't just talk about the value and the benefits. I would agree with that. You still need to explain that you sell a 1/4-inch drill, right? Because people are out there looking for a 1/4-inch drill. They believe that that is what's going to solve their problem. So you need to explain both the value of your product, the problem it solves, but also how you help them solve that and what you're actually selling. But I think the jobs to be done framework and what it really helps you do is it helps you understand and think about why people buy your product. Because we've seen this a ton in history, and I'll say a ton, but I know a couple of examples. One in particular is like Arm & Hammer baking soda. It started as something to use in cooking, I believe. But today, all we know it for is that it sits in our fridge and it keeps our stuff fresh. And so by really thinking about the job to be done, right, the use case for that product, it totally changed how they categorized it, who they sold it to, the problem how they messaged it, how they explained the value of it to people. And now today it is, I don't even know of anything else in that category. It's basically, that's it. And so it's a super successful product. And it all came down to thinking about the job people were hiring that product to do. And so I think if anything, jobs to be done can be used by product marketers, yes, to help inform messaging and what might go into their different campaigns, but at a more strategic level, it's going to be really key for you to really try to understand what category do we sell into? What problem are we solving? Who do we sell to, right? Who our target market is? How do we differentiate all those things? So to help illustrate some of that, let's talk about another example, which is Snickers versus KitKat. Two chocolate bars, two tasty treats, two candy bars, right? A lot of time, today I buy them, right? I want chocolate. I want a nice treat, but they are being positioned and marketed for two different jobs when you really look at it. So if you look at any Snickers ad today, one of the most simple ones, right? If you look at one of their ads is hungry, grab a Snickers. And that really gets to the core of the job their product is being hired for, or at least in some cases. There are still people out there who just buy it because it's a snack. I'd probably be one of them. But there's this whole other market that they've opened up for people who are hungry and are looking for, to say it simply, is a meal replacement. They're looking for something quick, cheap, they can buy, they can eat on the run, and it's gonna fill them up. So a lot of most of their ad campaigns are all focused on, if you're hungry, Snickers is the candy bar that you need. It's packed with peanuts, has a ton of protein. It's the same price as other chocolate bars. It's quick, easy to eat, it's gonna fill you up. So all their ad campaigns, and they've had a bunch of famous ones, are all about you're not you when you're hungry. And they've had a ton of ad campaigns with famous people like Betty White on a football field, Mr. Bean, everything just to illustrate how people aren't themselves when they're hungry. And you need to grab a Snickers, fill yourself up, and you'll be back to normal. So by doing that, they've been able to open up this whole other, call it a use case, this other job for their product. And they've been able to build a bigger market for their product. And for that reason, they've had sales above and beyond the likes of, say, KitKat, right? That's why they're one of the best-selling candy bars in the world. Now, on the other hand, if you look at KitKat is all about taking a break. They're all about, we are a tasty snack. If you want a break from work, if you want a break from your day, right, a break from school, grab a KitKat. And so all of their marketing is just focused on KitKat being a treat, a snack, something to help you take a break. But for anyone who's looking to actually fill their hunger, KitKat is not an option, even though they're both chocolate bars. So I really love this example because I think it's just a very simple, clear example of how you can take two very similar products, but by thinking bigger about the job people are hiring it to do, it could change how your product evolves. If they were both similar, but then the folks at Snickers decide to put more peanuts in their product so that they could market it as a meal replacement, that actually would be a smart choice. But a lot of cases, what happens is you have a Snickers. It is, in a lot of cases, curing people's hunger. It could be used as a meal replacement, but they never think to market it that way. And so that's why I think the power of jobs to be done is it's really asking you to take a look and think about, why are people hiring this product? What jobs are they hiring it to do? And so hopefully this helps you understand the jobs to be done framework. There are frameworks out there, it's pretty simple in terms of like a template for you to go through, basically building your jobs to be done statement, if you will. The very simple kind of template for it, and it's broken down into 3 parts. First is a situation. So people in a certain situation, people who find themselves in a certain situation, situation. Number 2 is motivation. And then number 3 is the expected outcome. So for example, it's kind of written like so in the case of Snickers, when I'm hungry, right? Or when I'm on a road trip and I'm looking for something to fill my belly, or when I'm at work and I'm really hungry and I don't have time to grab anything. Motivation would be I want to grab something quickly. I want to be able to eat it fast. I'm looking for something that's tasty. And then the expected outcome is that so I can. And it's so I can fill my belly, not be hungry anymore, and be able to get back to work and not annoy everyone around me, right? Or anything like that. So a very simple framework there: situation, motivation, expected outcome. And that's how you write a jobs to be done statement. Anyways, I hope this was helpful. I hope it helps you understand what jobs to be done and what the jobs to be done framework is, but hopefully it also helps you understand the importance of it and how you can bring it into your role as a product marketer. That's it. So if you like this video, I'm going to be creating more videos like this, more practical videos, help you understand concepts as a product marketer. They're going to be important to your role. So subscribe by clicking the subscribe button, and you're going to get notified when we create new videos just like this. Also, if you're looking to level up, if you're in a startup as a product marketer, solo product marketer, or founding PMM, and you're looking to level up and you're looking for inspiration, 2 things you can do. Go to productivepmm.com. I have a newsletter. It's called PMM Files. We share 5 practical product marketing examples every week. And I also have a coaching program for founding PMMs where you can work with me directly and you can level up as a product marketer, have a sounding board, have a place to go when you're often alone in your company trying to figure out this product marketing thing. All right, that's it. We'll see you on the next video. Cheers.